Okay, so now we're going to have a look at how to compare prices between different suppliers. So you can either compare terms or you can compare quotes between different suppliers. So you come down to compare and click on the option that you want. I'm going to click on compare quote. So you would enter the quote number that you want to run a comparison for. And then if you click add new here, you will notice under products that all of the products on the quote are shown here. On this particular quote request, it was an open spec project. So we've used the open spec products on our system. So what that means is different suppliers will likely price you on different manufacturers. So if I click on the first one, what you're going to see straight away is that supplier A is your best option and the unit price is shown here. If you want to see which manufacturer supplier A is providing, if you click on supplier A under the compare supplier tab here, it will pop up with the manufacturer over here, which in this case is Cinia. If we then want to compare prices to other suppliers, we can click here on, say, supplier B. And as you can see, the manufacturer is still Cinia, yet the price is 12% different to supplier A. If we then try and compare to supplier D, you'll notice that the manufacturer has changed to Knauf and the cost difference has got a lot closer. So it might be that if you like working with Knauf, you may feel that the 2.5% difference is worth paying to get the product that you want to work with. So what I'm going to do now is add my order into the system here. And what the system is going to do, every time you add something around here, it's going to run a comparison and tell you what your best option is for placing this order. So as you can see there, supplier A is shown as your cheapest option for everything that is in your basket here, even though supplier B is cheaper for all the metal items. However, if I increase the quantity of the metal here, that's then going to change the way the order would be placed, and it's now showing you that supplier B is your best option. So this helps when you have situations where people placing orders focus on one particular product and don't then think about the other areas that actually can change the way that you might have placed the order if you'd had the full information in front of you. So what our system does, as you can see here, is it works out the cheapest supplier, and it also tells you the second lowest supplier and the third lowest supplier and the cost difference to place at these different places. So for example, here, if you wanted to go to supplier A, it's actually less than 1% difference, whereas supplier D here is about a 9% difference. So it may well be that you prefer the service that you receive from supplier A. So for you, it's worth paying £10 or £9.50 in this case more to guarantee that you're getting a good service. So if we come down here now, you'll start filling this in as if it's an order. So you'll choose the site that you want to place the order for. Any order reference would go in here. You can put on a delivery date and delivery time. You then need to choose which supplier you want to place the order with. So let's go with supplier A in this case. And as usual, you choose the branch. So what that's done, as you can see, is it's pulled all of the prices and products and quantities into the purchase order, ready to go. And just like a normal purchase order, you can choose your delivery charge if you need to overwrite it there, put any other information in and upload a file. So if I hit submit now, what that's going to do is that's going to run the comparison and put it into your previous comparisons report here. As you can see in red here, this has not yet been ordered. So if you then decide that you wish to place an order for this particular product, you can hit the place order button here. And what you'll also find is that if you don't place the order, our system will remind you daily until you either place the order or you silence the reminders. So it could well be that you are only running a comparison here for a future order and you don't need to place it at the moment. So what you can then do is you can click silence reminders there. That will silence it and then you won't hear anything else. And then when you're ready, you can come in, you can hit place order, as you can see there, and then everything's pre-filled in for you automatically. So you come all the way down to the bottom and hit submit, and it's that easy.